Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. Today's video is reviewing the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick and these new Milani Keep It Full Glossy Plumping Balm. And I'm trying out for the first time the Essence Pure Baked Blush and repurchased the SPF 30 Milani Primer and a different shade of the Maybelline lip liner, and we're gonna jump right into it. Very exciting new makeup from Milani. This is the Milani Conceal Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. This is in the shade 4. I hope this is my shade. I really don't know. It's kind of darker. But I also have the Milani SPF primer. I used this like years ago and I was obsessed with it. I loved it and I'm restocking on it. This is so good. You should always double up with sunscreen. The Milani new lip glosses. This is the Keep It Full Glossy Plumping Balm and this is in the shade Ribbon. Here at the Tarte, this is the Juicy Marijuana Juicy. You probably live under a rock if you've never heard or seen of these. These are so good. This is in the shade White Peach. I also have Cherry Blossom, but I lost that one. It's in a purse somewhere. I can't find it. But White Peach is another one of my top favorite lip glosses. So when I found out Milani came out with this, I was super excited because Milani is just top tier drugstore makeup, let's be honest. They are so good. I know e.l.f. came out with one. They tried to dupe it. The e.l.f. one, in my opinion, is not a dupe. I think it's really hard to match this. Like, I kind of feel like every brand's probably going to come out with their version of this because it's just really, really good. But hopefully Milani is close, but I really don't know because like this Tarte Juicy Marijuana lip gloss is literally juicy. It is shiny, it's plumping, it's buttery, it's so good. We'll be trying out those, and I have the Essence Pure, this is Pure Nude Baked Blush, and this is in the shade Cool Coral. So I love Hourglass's blushes, and this is what I was told by you guys, everyone on Instagram, but mainly you guys, that this is a dupe for Hourglass, and I've been told multiple times to try it. Every time I mention Hourglass's blushes. And so I finally got this on Amazon. I was like, added it to my cart, and usually I'll delete it and take it out. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy them. But I only bought one because they were actually sold out of like most of the shades. So I was only able to get Cool Coral, and just looking at it, so pretty in person, looks so high end. And I'm like, yeah, for sure, this definitely looks like Hourglass, but we will see. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Milani Sunscreen Primer. Milani Sunscreen Primer, it's SPF 30. I don't think it smells like sunscreen, but my smell has never been the same since COVID. So let's see here. You get 30 fluid ounces. Comes out really thin and lotiony. And we're gonna rub this in. Actually, I take that back. I can actually smell the sunscreen, which is very interesting because I usually cannot smell. So if you have normal smell, you will definitely be able to smell the sunscreen. I have normal smell about pleasant scents, but I do not have good smell when it comes to unpleasant scents. Like, there was the longest time when I worked in the NICU that I could not smell baby poop. And usually at the end of your shift, like, your trash smells, and then they come and change your trash. Like, I worked night shift, so they changed the trash on day shift. Or they changed it every shift, but my room used to like smell like baby poop if it was like the end of my shift, and I couldn't smell anything. Like, it was gone. All right, so definitely smells like sunscreen, but it goes on a super hydrating, not greasy, but moisturizing. Yeah, I don't think it's greasy, but it is really nice. And my skin is super hydrated with a really good SPF 30, which is a really good number. And you get a lot of product, I feel like. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the star of the show. So this is what the skin tint looks like up close. I have the shade 4 Light. It's a warm neutral shade. I usually am a neutral tone foundation, but it does say made in Italy. Ooh, interesting. So something was like in the cap, if you could see, it's like tilted. I think something got, oh, there we go. What does it say? Replace clear inner cap on every use. You see that? So I will do that. All right, so looks pretty cool. Let's see. So it's a skin tint, so I don't know how the cover, right? It's a skin tint? No, Conceal Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint. It looks like it's actually gonna match me. It's very like slippery. Kind of reminds me of Merit's, you know, foundation concealer thing. All right, so that's all I did for now. And I'm gonna take, so I did a full review of these brushes. They're called the brand Jizza. They're on Amazon. They're so good. They're so cute. So I'm just gonna like tap them in. Actually, I'm gonna brush them. Okay. It looks really nice. Like, I honestly thought it would be gripping every single pore because the way it applies over here, you see that? But that blended out super nice. Like, I'm really shocked because I was not expecting, so I wanted to make sure you see this. Look how nice it's blending. Like, it's not really tugging on my skin at all, but it's giving coverage. Like a skin blur. I may have put a lot of product on. I don't know. This is my first time using it, but you can see the redness on my nose is still kind of shining through, but it's so nice to like rub in. I can't explain it. It just feels nice, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like a liquid. Like, you know, when you rub in a foundation liquid, it kind of feels like you're heavy, but this feels light. But I feel like it's hydrating and there's coverage. And my skin does look blurred. But I wouldn't say concealed, because I still see like redness shining through. And like my broken blood vessel right here, it's covered up for the most part. I'll put a little bit on my nose and rub some on my eyes. Just because I've got eye veins that I want to cover. I wouldn't say it's a dewy finish. It to me is more of a natural finish. It's definitely not matte, but it's very skin-like. Very skin-like. And it looks really good. And the shade matches me for the most part. But my skin is definitely blurred. So now I'm gonna fast forward everything because we're gonna jump to the lips, but I'm gonna conceal, powder, bronze, and then I'll be back for the Essence blush. All right, so that's with concealer on and it's looking really good. Actually, it feels dewy. I don't know, it's just very skin-like, very hydrating, and it does not give me like drugstore vibes. Like, I feel like it feels really nice on the skin. Okay, and this is with powder on top, so it looks mattifying underneath the powder, and it looks very skin-like, and it feels very lightweight. Not expecting that because I feel like products like this usually feel heavy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, they just feel heavy. The ones I've tried like this, at least it's been a long time since I've tried products like this, but this doesn't feel heavy. So I actually am very surprised how much I am loving this. Going in, of course, with my Milani bronzer. Milani, I'm telling you, is like top tier drugstore. I do feel like though the coverage on my nose for some reason is not as good as the rest of my face. Okay, now I am so excited to try this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. Like, look how pretty in the shade Cool Coral. All right, so I'm going with my BK Beauty 112. Pretty. I was expecting it to be like really overly pigmented, which for me, if you know my channel, you know I am really heavy-handed with the blush, and I was actually kind of scared this was gonna be too pigmented, but I love that this is a buildable formula. And it's looking really nice, very second skin, pleasantly surprised. When it says it's like a dupe for Hourglass, it kind of looks like Hourglass on the skin. But Hourglass, there's something about Hourglass, I'm telling you. There's something about their products, their blush, their big formula. It's just they are like so good. This is definitely close, but I wouldn't say... I only like to call things a dupe when they're like 100% a dupe. And I don't really think this one is like 100% a dupe, but they are stunning. Like, I definitely love this. Like, what's not to love, you know? Cheeks are glowy and pink. Love. Great purchase. And these are like $6 and very cute. Okay, so now let's do highlighter. My Dior highlighter. I mean, I love this thing to death. I watched a video once where someone's like, this is so overrated, and I don't think this is overrated at all. The foundation is looking great. I am gonna put a little bit of bronzer in my crease. I'm just gonna do the rest of my makeup a little bit here. All right, guys, look at the skin. It looks great. And this blush is glowy. Everything looks really good. So I am pleasantly surprised. And I just used the Roller Lash by Benefit. I don't know, I feel like I've been in a mascara slum lately. I feel like all mascara is like, none of them I'm like using. I'm like, oh, I love this mascara. But this one, it's been a while since I used this, and I used it and I was like, wow, it's really defined all my lashes, and I'm gonna start using it again. So now it's time for lip time. So I'm obsessed with these Maybelline Lifter, right? Lifter liner. This is in the shade On It. But I also ordered on Amazon when I ordered all of these another one, and this one is called Line Leader. It's more of a pinky one. Okay, so I picked up this pinker lip liner. This is the Maybelline Lifter lip liners, and this one is in the shade Line Leader. So I'm hoping it was something like, so I want to see if it's a dupe for my favorite Anywhere Caffeine. No, definitely not dupes. This one's definitely, Maybelline is definitely more pink. I really, like, I'm telling you, these lip liners, like I love the Makeup Forever lip liners, but these are like second tier. Like, probably if you did like a blind mixture of these two lip liners, I probably wouldn't know the difference. But I mean, look how good. Such a good drugstore quality. All right, so now we're gonna try the Maybelline. Oh, it like clicks like this. So with Tarte, you push the button, but this one, it clicks on the bottom. And I like that the packaging is the color. Okay. You guys, this is a true dupe. This is the same as Tarte. Milani has seriously done it. It's thick, glossy, buttery, plumping. Well, actually, let's see. Maybe it's not. I do feel the tingle. The color is really pretty. It's not super, super powerful. So it does look really, really pink there. These two together may be my new favorite combo. And with this blush, like these two are perfect together. So I'm trying to wait because I really don't think it's as plumping. Like the burn is a little bit, it's a little bit of a tingle, but this Tarte one truly plumps. But the Milani one feels like the Tarte formula. It has that buttery smooth, thick, glossy, pleasant lip gloss feel. But the plumping is not quite as plumping as Tarte. I mean, it definitely gave a little bit of volume, but this is the closest formula I've seen to the Tarte. So good job, Milani. All right, so I would say this is like 95% close to Tarte. It did plump a little bit. It did have a little bit of a tingle, but the Tarte one is definitely more plumping, but the buttery, juicy, glossy feel is so similar. So if you don't want to spend, I think these are like $30, then definitely get the Milani because they are like 90% the same thing. And the skin, it feels so lightweight. And there's like no creasing anywhere, which I feel like with a formula that comes like this, I feel like there's usually creasing. But again, I usually don't like formulas that come in a stick like this, but it is looking and feeling amazing on the skin. So good job, Milani. All right, so the verdict on the 3 new products I tried are amazing. This blush, hands down, gorgeous. I'm gonna be buying more shades. This, I'm loving this, especially for light makeup days because it just feels so light on your skin. It's so quick to apply and it does conceal, it does blur. On my nose, it's looking pretty good. I did put blush on my nose so it kind of hides the redness because that was the only area I had trouble with this product was the nose area. And this is the closest dupe I have seen to the Tarte Marajuku lip plumpers. So I think I am gonna pick up a few more shades in this. They have like a lighter peachy shade, but I really do love this pink shade, especially with this blush. And I'm very impressed because I really didn't think Milani was gonna be able to dupe Tarte, but they did, like 90%. Not completely true, like true dupe because it's plumping, but Tarte is definitely more of a plumper. But you are saving a lot of money by getting the Milani because it's pretty much the same thing, except not as plumping. And this lip liner is a new favorite. It's the cutest rosy nude pink shade. And this Milani, or this Maybelline formula is amazing. All right, guys, that completes my demo and review. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in my next video.